Why, hello there! New microphones as promised. We're back in my room, and today we're going to talk about some topics that were just in the back of my mind for the last couple days, and let's get right into it. Some people's time is worth absolutely nothing. And you, first of all, don't want to be associated with those people. And second of all, you don't want to be sucked into their circle and you don't want to be sucked into their type of life. You don't even want to be around those people and you don't want to also tolerate them when they're around. Obviously, doesn't mean not being polite, but there's just a distinction. And I think for me personally, it's really hard to be really like tolerating when those people are trying to do something dumb and their time is just so worthless. They can spend it on literally anything and it will cost absolutely nothing. But if your time truly has value and if your time that you, for example, are spending with a person, if that time you could have been pouring into yourself and pouring into a relationship with God, pouring into gym, pouring into just truly like things that fulfill you, and you pour that time into someone else, then your time is valuable. You have to learn to make your time valuable. If you don't learn that scale and if you don't understand that that's important, then people won't associate with you either because you have to make your time valuable, not only for those around you, but for yourself first. Like, analyze your day right now and think about how full it actually is and how fulfilling it actually is. Like, do the activities that you do actually contribute to your self growth, or do you just fill your day with things so that you just do things and not sit around? Because there's a difference and it makes a lot in the long run. There are some times when you can't just avoid those people and they're just like in your circle and around you. You gotta like block that energy. You gotta block that because it can cost you a lot because those people are also going to drain your energy. If your time is valuable and you spend time with people whose time is not valuable, then you also lose value of your time because it's kind of like a transaction. Like you can look at it as a money transaction and it's kind of like the balance is gonna even out. And if you have a lot of money in your account and that person has no money or negative money in their account, then it's gonna even out and you're gonna have less and less and you're gonna be drained not only of your energy, of your motivation, but also of your value, of the value of your time. Moving on, my next thing is I really want to compare these two mentalities of don't let them know your next step and until it's done, tell none, versus this mentality of I don't really care if people know about my future plans. I don't really care. Like, if people ask, I'm gonna tell them. That kind of thing. So, something I really thought of and I thought was really interesting and would be valuable to share out is when you focus on distracting people from your real goals and not telling people your plans for the future, and you're so focused on that disclosure and just people not being able to tell what you're up to, you actually lose the direction and lose the goal towards which you're going. And all you're putting your energy into and all you're focused on is how to disclose it, how to not show it to people. But the thing is, in the modern world, everyone's still gonna somehow find out, especially if people are set on finding out what you want to do, because there are some really good stalkers out there, people who are really skillful in what they do. And I don't think you should pour your energy into that, especially if you're trying to achieve something high value. I think you should only focus on your goal. And if people, obviously, you shouldn't talk about your future plans with people who you think are going to try to destroy them and people who really, don't wish you any good. But also, there could be value in talking about your future plans and your goals and aspirations and works in progress with people who truly share the same values as you because they could give you good advice, they could have a good network, they could genuinely give you help that is needed for you. So it could speed up your process of getting better in that thing. And so it makes no sense to disclose it from absolutely everyone because that's only going to take your time and energy, and it's truly not going to give you much good because at the end of the day, whoever wants to find out will still probably find out, especially if it's something for the public. For example, like these YouTube videos, like I'm not set on people not finding out about them. I'm just doing my thing quietly. And if people ask, oh, do you have a YouTube channel? I'll tell them, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's not that deep. It's really not. Especially if people have advice for me and if people have feedback for me. Just do your own thing and focus on doing it. And it doesn't matter what people say. And also, another thing is like, oh, I'm not gonna tell anyone about what I'm gonna do because I think people are just gonna plan on my downfall and people are just gonna destroy me. If you're so weak and if your plan is so weak that a word from someone else is gonna destroy your plan, or like like bad action towards you is gonna destroy your plan and destroy everything that you do, then is it really worth of doing? And are you really strong enough to do it? Are you really determined enough to do it? Is that really your goal? Because if you're passionate about something and you're truly set on doing it, then nothing or no one in this world can stop you from doing what you're truly passionate about. So at the end of the day, don't focus on being that mysterious person. Just don't yap about it and you'll be fine because most people actually want to tell other people what they're up to, and that's the struggle. But if you just don't say until you're asked, then you'll be fine because people honestly don't even ask that often and not many people care what you're doing anyways. So just focus on doing the thing instead of creating the hype around the things you're doing, or the hype about like, oh, everyone not knowing the things you're doing. It just seems a little dumb to me. The last point that I wanted to talk about is the best redirection is probably going to be the most painful one. And let that sink in. But the thing that hurts you the most, the character development that sucks the most and that puts you through hell and more, that's what's going to make your life so much better because that's the redirection that you probably need. And I believe in redirection from God, and I believe in the fact that if something is lost, it's just a little turn in my way. And it doesn't make sense either to mourn it, it doesn't make sense to grieve it, doesn't make sense to replay those memories. Like, memories are really nice, but it doesn't make sense to grieve something that was never yours. Because if it was yours, it would be with you right now. And if it wasn't, that's why you got redirected. And that means that something better is waiting for you anyways. So it just doesn't make sense to me. I never mourn things that I lose, and I never really even think about it. I just move on because it just it doesn't make sense. There's something better for you. There's literally something better for you. God always has something better for you. God is so good. He always is going to care about you. He's always going to look out for you and want to give you something better and want to redirect you. And yes, that feels painful, but that's because you don't want to take your lessons. So just take the lesson and move on, become better, put that pain into self growth. You will come out so much better, and then a new blessing will come into your life that is going to feel so much better because it's actually from God, and you're gonna know and you're gonna feel it. That's really all I wanted to say today, and I felt like it would be valuable for someone out there. So if that was you, comment down below, subscribe. But thanks for being here, and I will come back because I always do.